Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, I did a very dumb thing. I attacked this little base up here with our army, and you might think, it's not that big of a deal, that's what armies are for. It moves the camp, though the camp that was here is now all the way up here, and so we can't easily switch out Soziel for Ember anymore. We'll get to it eventually, but Ember's gonna have to take a sideline for just a couple of fights and encounters. There is someone on the road. Get ready. It didn't even give me a chance to hit continue. Okay. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Golarion, so common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. That was supernatural, not whatever I just said. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from rifts in the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all that the Worldwound is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly of travelers feels uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and his army walk up the high bank of the West Selen River, where it draws near the border of the Worldwound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs, too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges and sickening bends, and the shade of mercury on the horizon, rising to a dirty rust. As it arches above the soldier's head, it regains some of its familiar azure hue. I'm gonna, we have more. The soldiers whisper and grumble. The commander feels eyes upon his back. Somewhere among them, wearing simple armor and unrecognized by anyone, the ruler of Mendev is standing and watching the new commander closely. The commander gives the signal to wait and climbs to the highest point along the bank. There he decides to... We can diplomacize, we can athletics-size, which is a terrible idea. Let's look around. There is a strange movement in the sky. Black clouds twist into funnels and turn a sickly yellow. The brooding storm is on this side of the river, ahead of the army. Avoiding the strange phenomenon will hardly be possible. The commander decides to... I guess we gotta do diplomacy. We try and raise morale. Establishing rapport with his troops is yet another battle that the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale, or lose face and authority. Addressing the army on the border of the Worldwound, the commander seeks to establish himself as a military leader on this new battleground. And his efforts prove fruitful. The soldiers listen dutifully, smiles appearing on their faces. Someone in the rank jokes that the demons are growing tired of waiting for them. The army keeps moving. Lines of soldiers step warily beneath the shroud of low black clouds. It's like the Worldwound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes one after another. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' heads. Oops. The power of the elements on one side of the scales, the soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlets of tornadoes. The struggle lasts over half an hour, but the army's only losses are a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue on. Their first encounter with a Worldwound has ended in their favor. We have good morale again. This one line is split between the pages, literally. It's very funny. Anyways. Houndheart campsite time. We'll rest once we arrive there, but, or not rest, we'll heal once we arrive there. We don't need to rest yet. Alright, let's get Nenio healed up a little.
I welcome your company.
We have lots of healing spells, so we would have more if Ember was here. Good enough. Alright, let's quick save and we'll move on.
I found something.
A bunch of random junk. What did we just lore nature check? Oh, something's happening. We're finally here. Alain and Curl must be around here somewhere, and Janna too, if they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Greetings, Sela, and greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Alain puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day he met you at Defender's Heart. Janna puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Alain is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple nobodies like us, but now you've turned into the saviors of Canabras, knights of the Fifth Crusade, Murack marked by Iomeda's blessing, and still you came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Haha. Sela frowns a little. Let's not talk about it. I assure you, I'm the same Sela, your friend from the League of the Cart, and we came here to help you look for Alain's ring. By the way, where's Curl? He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. Alright, my friends, since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. Alright, off we go. Janna and I will look around the northern side. We'll see you when we find something, or when we give up trying.
Keep your calm.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
No, well, no one here is a priest of Erastil.
Time to practice my combat abilities.
I'll remove this obstacle.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
This is free experience.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Cover me, all right?
I don't think that the poor deer were prepared for this level of an encounter.
Begone, fiend!
Apparently they are more prepared than I gave them credit for, though.
Into the fray.
So it comes to this.
9 experience. We're gonna get a whole 27 experience out of this.
Stab you or
In
zap
retrospect, it
you?
might have taken more time than it was worth to do this. But deer meat and corrupted animal. They're corrupted animals, so maybe we're doing a good thing? I still don't feel good about it. I think we're doing a bad thing.
There are many roads to success.
What's that there?
And yet... Oh, this deer is invincible. Huh. Well, we now have an immortal deer, unattackable. Let's put Sela on a horse. She's going to need it at some point in time. And right now, it's a very tall horse, isn't it? Seems like a really tall horse. Alright, let's do knowledge roll check.
It went splendidly.
The Torn Flag of the Houndhearts, a small but noble order of crusaders. The ground is trampled and there are signs of battle everywhere. The Houndhearts were clearly attacked by demons here. This is a, this can be an annoying fight. A hat of heartening song, which would be good if we had any bards.
No reason to pause.
I'm gonna move people
My
around
tail is
really close in here.
Rules are made to be
That puts
broken.
less on. It shouldn't be that
Together
hard,
we
but it depends on
stand.
our initiative order. This tent is different from the rest, and there's a strong burnt smell around it, and some rustling coming from within.
A bright future awaits us.
I'm up for an adventure.
Let's wait for this to clear out. Come on. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens when we check the tent.
No time for debates.
There are boomerangs. Surprise!
Distract them for me.
They are not in a... They're caught in a surprise round, I should say.
Take you.
And do we want... How many are there? There's... Where's the third one? 1, 2... Okay, so they're there. I guess we'll just shoot one of them. We did not do very well at shooting them. I will fully admit that that was a gigantic waste of a spell. And so was that. Alright, well. We tried our best, I guess.
Fall!
Soul Zeal too slow. I guess we can Wait, this is a Woljif. We could get 2 attacks on this one.
Time to share your treasures.
Or not. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't kill that one. Oh well. It's too late now. Leaving attack, this one. We did get a wide sweep off, but it didn't work. I guess we're too far away. No, we're definitely too far away to hit that one. Annoying. Move people apart. We're gonna get fireballed. Oh, it's only a breath weapon. Okay. Of the things it could have done, that was the least bad one.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Cover me, all right?
Woljif, come on, man.
The Inheritor.
Let's not make this
guide
longer
my
than it needs to be.
blade.
No fear!
Dear God. Okay. Thank you. I'm just glad we didn't get fireballed at the very end because everyone missed their attacks. Alright, longsword. Zuh. Several longswords. No, that's the box I think we need to go into. Or it's that one? Anyways, we're going to do this mobility check first. There's a pretty decent shield down here.
Pretty good,
I
aren't
found.
The
Something.
Divine Protector. It's a +2 mithril shield and grants some damage reduction against magic. It's a pretty damn good shield, honestly. We're going to give it to Sela. Yep. We can just drop this one off because it's garbage. And there we go. I'm pretty sure the ring's not in this one. 95% chance.
This is my kind
That
of
was
work.
perfectly fine. Good. Grab all this. We're going to go explore down here. There's some more things to go through. Take all these, and now we just picked up a shield by accident. That is garbage. Melted shard of a ring. Some more random junk. And the one thing we need to actually do here. A small quasit demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, screwing up its ugly little face. It's holding a shiny object in its paws, a sparkling silver ring with a large blue-green jewel. It's mine, mine! Alain, look. Look at that creepy thing. What's it holding? I've seen one of those before. These small demons like to tease and bully, but it'll bolt if it senses any real threat. Let's surround it and attack it all together before it can figure out what's happening. Color sprayed. Mine. The quasit throws its paws into the air and splashes you with beams of color. You hear insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring into the air and catching it. Mine, mine. Alain. Janna. Sela glances at her friends, then turns to you. They're all right. They'll come around soon. Quickly, Eltimar. Let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring. Alright, well, it's just coming down this way. I know where he goes. It goes to the corner here. And then it runs away again.
I will guide.
Interestingly, it runs over to this tent where we fought the guys. Come and get me. You're too slow. It's fun to play. I'm like keeping right up with you. Unfortunately, this is where the fight gets a little bit less easy. Should have saved before the last chase. Oh well. It's much too late now. Unless, of course, the game froze. Come on, game. You can do it, I believe in you. Oh, there we go. People appeared. Curl is going for the ring. We can't see what they're saying. I think something might be wrong. Before Alain manages to get to the quasit, the halfling Curl appears right next to it, quite out of nowhere. He snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it! Curl, what are you... Sela's not even in frame because she's on her horse. I see. So being mounted kind of screws this up. So Sela is supposed to parry that attack. Thrusting herself between Alain and Curl, Sela barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Alain, stop! Have you gone mad? He's using a summon spell. Why'd you stop?
Let's have some fun.
Oh dear. Those are a lot of babows. No, Alain, Sela, help! Damn it, I didn't sign up for this! Janna, you friggin' coward. Get ready, we're on our own now. Alright, so there's many enemies here. And unfortunately, we don't have the best turn order. Someone's gonna die. Probably Darren, honestly. Let's try and move away, but we can't get very far without taking an AOO, which may in fact kill him. Oh man, this is gonna go very badly for us. We get glitter dust, that is pointless. There's no real need to do that. We'll just channel. Might as well top up some people in case we just end up with him dead. Oh, he didn't die. Okay, good. This is going to be really unfortunate when things start to hit us. Okay, so we need to get in and start fighting things. Let's take care of this one first. Did not do as much damage as I'd hoped. Ow. We didn't go down, but I'm going to delay till after Nenio. And we need to delay you until after him. For now, we need to haste real bad. And then just kind of move over here. We could move in and just start smacking things, which might be our best bet.
Have to resort to brute force.
We did okay. It wasn't nearly as much damage as I'd hoped.
Why
And
not
that
both?
didn't also help either. Yikes. Okay. This is fine. Everything is going to be just fine. We're going to, Darren can go next. We'll do a prayer. In hopes. Yes, AOO, I know. Oh, we can't even get to him without taking an AOO. Maybe we can. Are we actually just out of range? Oh. Well, we are definitely gonna die.
I shall survive this ordeal.
Oh yeah, we have last stand. We're fine. We missed all of our attacks that round. That was terrible. I'm really grateful for last stand in this particular instance. See, it's really good we picked that up. I mean, a displacement wouldn't have hurt either, but oh well, it's too late now. Can you be enlarged? Might as well keep him alive and do as much damage as possible.
So it comes to this.
Okay, well that's another one of those guys dead. Woljif is down, but not dead.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you!
Last heal we got. It's not gonna do enough.
Retreat is always
He's fine.
an option.
He's doing just fine there.
Take you.
Come on, someone kill this one babao. Where's that one going? Oh, whatever. I'm really relying on you to finish these guys off.
Choice.
There we go.
No fear.
Woljif, you can just... Oh, you can get back up. I guess we healed you enough. Just do this. We did kill that one, cool. You can just start channeling. We need to heal up a little. Telling you, last stand, too good sometimes. Alain is gonna die. We need to get in there and start killing this one. We could have, well, Alain just died. We could, I guess. Oh, freaking spell resistance.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Distract them for me.
This is going just great. We need to move up a little bit, not too much. Would you? No, I didn't want to pick up the body. Fine. Just shoot, I guess.
To your demise.
Let's freebooter bane it. So we can actually hit it for a bit.
Mind over muscle.
So it comes
There we go.
to this.
Alain, what were you doing? You nearly cut down Curl, without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all of this. He could be a victim himself. What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone at the camp besides some small, harmless demons, so he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels, Alain scoffs. We barely know anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic. And now we'll never know because you let him escape. Better to let a thief escape than to cut down an innocent. You two need to calm down. You're both right in your own way, and anyway, what's done can't be undone. We're lucky no one died in today's little brawl, but who knows where Sela's naivety may one day lead you. Do you hear me, sister? You're not just another knight. Whatever you do may have terrible consequences. You clearly have something to say, so go ahead, spit it out. Sela, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened in the Great Garrison, you're in serious danger, and maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that has stood the test of time. A soldier rises from private to officer, and knight begins as a squire. Even Iomede's paladins gain their abilities gradually, but not with you and the commander. You were granted incredible powers, far surpassing seasoned paladins, with experience and skill far beyond your years. You received this gift at just the right moment and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. That's a great deed that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything, training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly. And how much good has this brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what I see, especially by the way that you, Sela, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword when you should have driven the blade home. just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters will after you. Alain pauses, as if reluctant to continue, then looks you in the eye. I wanted to tell you the same thing, Commander. So if I understand you correctly, I'm an incompetent leader who has never earned my position. Alain looks right at you with his clear blue eyes. Bear me no grudge, Commander. I'm not so ungrateful as to forget what you did in Canabris and how you agreed to help me. I said it to Sela and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given, it might be your undoing, and the undoing of all the Crusaders along with you. Don't be afraid of what's new and unknown. We just need to bear in mind our responsibilities. Whatever was given to us, we can use it for good. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to danger here. Now, at least we know that Curl is a traitor and Janna is a coward ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Kiana won't love me solely for the gifts I bring her. Alain makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding goodbye, he lowers his head and walks away. Sela watches as he leaves. Her expressive eyes are filled with sadness. Everything's become very complicated all of a sudden. Please, Eltimar, let's go back. I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about. Well, I mean, you kinda did screw this up a little bit. Did we? Oh, there's a bow down there, I see. Okay. We've looted everything here, I think. Well, now we get to leave again. Lucky for that last stand, we didn't die horribly. That is the main thing that's going to keep us alive, probably, through this campaign, because there's a lot of monsters in this game that can just, in one turn, destroy your main character. And you can build the tankiest main character, and I have before, and they can be pretty good, but when the game decides it's time for like multiple crits in a row and you get pulverized in one turn, that's just the end of it. We're gonna finish walking up to oh no. I should have waited. I should have rested first. Damn it. Okay, this could be fine. This is not fine. Okay. We definitely need to rest right here. Yeah. Protective rituals will be done by Nenio this time, and our other watcher will be you. Before we rest, I should have done this first, and we did do this. Never mind, we're all good on spells. Why did you need to change position? Whatever, it's fine.
Darren, Your Excellency, sir, is it true what they say, that you're next in line for the throne? What'll be the first thing you do if you...
I'd issue a law protecting tieflings from persecution.
Darren should never be king. He's way too whimsical. We failed to weaken our corruption problems, but that's fine. After packing up his belongings after the night's camping, Soziel finds a place to sit, then pulls out a travel sketchbook and charcoal pencil. Stealing glances in your direction, he draws on the small page with bold, sprawling strokes, his expression shifting between smiling and frowning. May I see? The cleric lowers his eyes in embarrassment. There's nothing to look at yet. This isn't even a draft, more like a series of random sketches. The slope of your neck, the curve of your lips, your gestures. It's not much to look at, but it'll be useful when I start working on a real portrait. Are you going to paint my portrait? Yes, but not just yours. I draw everything I see. Our companions, our soldiers, sometimes even our enemies. The places we visit, my dreams and my thoughts. Every aspect of this crazy war. I want to capture everything that happens here, both the beautiful and the nightmarish. But sometimes I draw you too. You're a puzzle yet to be solved. A miracle that came from nowhere and turned the tide of this hopeless war. Who is the commander of the Fifth Crusade? Who is he truly? It's difficult to see the truth in a single glance, but perhaps I will better understand you after I capture your image on paper. Well, I won't bother you anymore. Soziel smiles, nods, and gets back to his work. We need to buff before we do this, because this...
Knowledge is the key
I will help
to
where I can.
victory.
Who?
Unless
Me?
they've
Always
tuned
open
this
to
down a little
ideas.
bit. This encounter kind of sucked, as I recall. Okay, let's go with you. Blur. 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 What else we got? That's going to be it for all our blurs. Okay. We're going to do... How long does heroism last? Okay, a long time. Good. You, of course. And you both get heroism. And what else can we do here? Well, of course, bless. And we'll get some bull's strength. And I think that should be good, hopefully. We'll do a haste at the beginning of combat, and then we'll just do the fight.
Focus on the goal.
Through the mist, you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. 3 figures wrapped in crusader cloaks are huddled next to it. A stout, smiling dwarf, a brash, dark-haired halfling, and a delicate-looking woman who appears to be very young. The crackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog and promising warmth and rest for tired legs. Noticing you, the halfling's hand jerks towards his weapon, then he relaxes. Hey, it's the commander himself. Don't just stand there, have a seat by the fire. It's a bit damp today, you might as well dry off at least. In an amicable gesture, he passes you a large mug that smells of freshly brewed tea. Alright, well we can knowledge world this, or we can perception this. Let's try perception first. It looks like these 3 have chosen their campsite wisely. You see no tracks, and hear no signs of demons. It's the perfect place to sit and relax. Who are you? Frontline scouting party. Our senior sent us ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day, so we're making a bivouac. Go ahead, help yourself to some tea. It's an honor for us to be sharing a campfire with the commander. The dusty boots, the patched cloaks, and the mess kits lying next to the campfire all mark these 3 as being seasoned scouts. A broad smile blossoms on Sela's face. I never thought we'd run into such a jovial company out here. I don't suppose you guys have something stronger than tea in your canteens. Catching the halfling's conspiratorial look, she smiles even brighter. Rubbing his hands excitedly, Woljif casts a hopeful glance at the mug of tea, then at you. Chief, just so you know, we're walking away from campfires where folks will give you free food. It's a sin in the eyes of the god. Do your names. Proudly lifting his chin, which bears a white scar, the halfling says, I'm Sergeant Vellum, the leader of this gang of daredevils. You can tell by Vellum's appearance that he's a fighter. He sports a nose that's been broken more than once, well-fitted gear, a gutsy spark in his eyes, all the hallmarks of a fiery, courageous warrior. The dwarf grunts, why would you call our heroic squad a gang, Vellum? I'm Tran, foot soldier, cook, quartermaster, and the mother hen of this lot. And the one who sets up the tent for Asti, given that she doesn't even have the muscle to drive a stake into the ground. With a smirk, Tran glances at the woman, who immediately turns red in the face. The sweet and terribly young cleric opens her mouth to say something, but shuts it immediately and blushes even more. Finally, she mutters sheepishly, I'm Asti, pleased to, at your service, Commander. Aren't you scared, camped out here in enemy territory? The dwarf gives you a disapproving, sidelong glance. You wound me, Commander. I've walked many roads. I know a good spot for a camp when I see one. Even if a whole column of cultists marched by, they wouldn't think of checking this place. In the meantime, we would watch quietly and count every last one. Thoroughly embarrassed, Atsi adopts a serious tone and comments in Tran's direction, you and your boasting. Her 2 comrades greet her remark with a burst of laughter. I think I should be going. Where would you go in this weather? You'd walk headlong into an ambush with this kind of fog. There's not that much fog. Stay with us for a while, rest up, it's nice and cozy here. Apparently there's a will check involved there, we just failed it. Your legs buckle, unable to bear the weight of your body, and the mug that has somehow appeared in your hands hits you with a fragrant cloud of tea steam, the best you smelled in your whole life. Where'd you get such extraordinary tea? Come on, could we pass one roll? I can tell the commander knows more about cooking than some. Tran leans over you and says weightily, it's cat's holly. I bought it from a merchant in Absalom, worth every coin though, eh? Druids are not always particularly imaginative when it comes to naming plants. Frog's grass, bear's moss, tiger sundew. Also, there's a cat's holly as well. No time to spare. You attempt to stand, but your legs give out from exhaustion. Your whole body protests at the mere thought of going anywhere. This sudden weakness you're feeling is very suspicious. The sickly, sweet scent coming from the mug in your hands leads you to think you've been drugged. Come now, Commander. Where is the sense in going ahead of the scouts? What if you walk right into enemy lines? You'll lose your head for nothing. And the army won't last long without you. Get a night's rest with us, and set out first thing in the morning. Something's not right. Attack! Smirking brazenly, the halfling licks his lips with surprisingly long, pustule-covered red tongue. Huh, would you look at that? He didn't buy it. Enough of this masquerade then, everyone. No more games. The figures by the fire ripple and transform. 3 gray-haired and dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. Their twisted grimaces look demonic. From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialize. They're all just as loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly sweet, intoxicating smell. And in the squat kettle you see some slimy mushrooms swimming in a disgusting, boiling slurry. You think I'm at your mercy? We'll see who the real prey is. I love it when prey tries to fight back.
Crusading isn't that boring after all.
Oh my god, we have so many enemies at us. Okay. So there are so many maguses. Magi here? What's the plural of magus? Why are we not mounted? Why is this always a thing? There's an assassin or something coming up. I'm gonna delay until after Nenio, even though I know we're gonna take a bunch of hits. Or not. Let's cast a spell. Like... Grease. They're Drow. There's no way they're gonna fall over Grease. Let's make him bigger. This'll be fine. We're also gonna get a prayer off. Let's move up a little. We got the Knife Master out of stealth, I think. Oh, there's another one. Well, that hurt. Let's try a Bone Shaker on... Sure. 26 damage is pretty good. Ow. Now we can finally get haste going. Okay, so what's our goal here? We can't full round attack. Why? What's wrong with us? Freaking bewildering injury. At least we can cleave, I guess, then. There we go. Bewildering injury me. Let's see about that. Okay, we gotta keep those people alive, though. They don't have last stand.
I shall survive this ordeal.
Okay, Sela, I need you to... not be able to move? Why is there no... What's wrong with Sela? She's heroism. Okay.
No glory without risk.
What is wrong with Sela? She's like... prone on her horse? Or something? She's not... There's no debuffs on her.
The light take you.
Okay, now that we're in range, we can hit them.
Ride
I don't
my
know
blade.
what is going on with her character, but whatever. Fine. We can almost reach the crossbowman. We'll take an AOO. We could just move in and hit Tran.
Time to share your treasures!
Okay, that's fine. Let's heal Darren, I think. Why does no one cast their spell on the same turn? I don't understand. Like, he's in range of him. Fine, whatever. You can heal yourself and move over here. Let's just move far away. So we have
You've made your choice.
a few people in melee with us. Oh right, if you change your stupid stance, you can't actually do a full round attack. I don't know why. Let's just kill those two then. Oh, Woljif, don't die. Alright, Sela, you can now just fully go this way. There's still a few more up here, though. That was maybe a bad call on my part. There's definitely way more of them. Well, we killed that one anyways. This is fine. Let's move. How far can we move on one movement? Let's move to there. And then we can do an ice thingy at that one. It's not flat-footed. I thought it might have been. But I was way wrong. Ow. No way we're getting into range, but we can start to move up. Darren can move up to like here and actually heal people. I think. Yeah, we got a couple people healed. Our main character surprisingly didn't have to last stand yet. I'm not saying it's not a possible thing. We failed at that. Can't get into range to kill another one, but we can do that.
Tactical retreat!
Woljif, don't die.
No?
Retreat!
Okay, that's fine.
The Inferno, guide my blade.
Woljif, you can come stab this
Cover
one.
me, alright?
Oh, there's another knife guy there. Didn't even notice that one. There's also something else somewhere. A fencer. But I don't know where the fencer is.
Fall!
Where is the fencer? Okay, so there's a knife master and a crossbowman and a fencer. Oh, the fencer's there. I didn't even notice it come up. Okay. This is fine. We're never going to hit with that. Do we bother with the knife master or just go straight into these guys? Straight in. Almost killed both, but not quite. And that was the end of that. Except I'm not sure why we fell down, but at the same time, it worked out okay. Alright, start gathering up all the loot. There's a bunch of it, including some cold iron masterwork composite longbows that are magical. I think, aren't they? Well, they're 200 bucks, whatever they are. Wasn't expecting to have to do this fight just yet, but here we are. We flubbed all of our skill checks to try and figure out these guys were the bad guys, and yet it still worked out okay. There are a couple pieces more of loot that you want to grab, other than just what's on their bodies. And I think it's over here. No, maybe it's over here. Remember there being a thing to loot here somewhere. Yeah, down here.
I sense something.
There was something down a ledge. Maybe it's over on this side. Maybe I'm thinking of an entirely different area. Also a possibility. Definitely another possibility, because I'm not seeing anywhere we can even go down on the ledge.
Must be a sign.
There we go. That wasn't what I was thinking of, but there's still more loot we picked up. Fencer, knife master, knife master. I think it's just armor we didn't pick up. Quick check on everyone. Yes, we're out of here. Killed all the Drow again. Well, first time for this game. How are we doing for time now? Well, that took way more time than I anticipated, so we're going to do Conundrum Unsolved next time. For now, I think I'll leave you guys here. In the next video, we should be leveling up. I think we can get enough experience in Conundrum Unsolved. Maybe? At least pretty close. Maybe after Moondance Meadow. We'll see. Anyways, for now, I'll leave you guys here. Take care. Have yourselves a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time.